Yes.
However, if you can plant a seed in the audience that, wow, this is something I need to think about. And sometimes, by the way, it's a slow burn. Sometimes it's a sleeper, right? It's like one of those spies that goes and they live for 10 years in a country until they're cold. And then sometimes what will happen is probably my most satisfying is I plant a seed and I say to them something like, this might not be now. It might not be in this situation. It might be in 6 months from now. And somebody may approach you and ask you to do this or that. And all I want you to do when that happens, I want this moment to come into your mind, and I want you to lead with, yes, no problem, let me do it. And then somebody will mail me a year later and say, just happened. This person came in and they asked me to go and speak at this industry event for us. And I decided to put my hand up. I rewatched the talk. I found the video. I rewatched the talk of you. I went and I did it last week. And so many people came up to me and said, thank you. And I just wanted to say thank you to you. You know, you can plant an idea as a sleeper idea. It doesn't have to be immediate, but it's obviously helpful if it's immediate.
Yes.
But if that is the case, do you know what a memory palace is?
No.
It's a memory palace was a tool that the ancient speech writers like Socrates or Cicero would use to try and remember. And they would picture a building and they would imagine themselves walking through the building, and that's how they would remember the bits of their speech that they had to cover.
Yeah.
You sometimes want to plant a memory palace in their future to say, you're going to be sitting there and somebody's going to come up and they're going to ask you the question, would you be willing to speak at this? I want you to picture that. Can you imagine your desk and somebody's standing over your desk and asking you to do this thing? At that moment, I want this moment to come into your brain. And bizarrely, it does.
Okay.
You know, and so you want to give your audience a reason to remember you in the future. You've got to put them in motion.